Hey folks, Speedway Tag here with another video of a game that was actually published way back in 1992. I picked this up in probably the next year, 93, in one of those budget shops, $2 shops that has anything and everything, and tucked away on the shelf was this board game called Jiggered. Okay, there's the box, and this is the board, which looks really great. All the components were fantastic when I got it. It was brand new. It's just that already it was a failure, I guess. Which is a shame. It's got chips as well. It's got a dice, and it's got these 5 markers for each person, and then this beautiful board. You start by taking all 40 of these numbered tiles and placing them on the red squares all around on the board. Kind of a pain, the setup. It takes a while to place them all out, but once it's placed, you're good to go. You'll notice on the board there are some holes, which actually are holes that you drop down into the abyss underneath. There's a hole there. There's another one down here. So they come into play in a minute, which I'll explain. What you're trying to do in Jiggered is you are trying to make your own puzzle. Everybody has got their own puzzle to make, made up of 9 pieces, and you have to collect them in order. So first the 1, then the 2, then the 3, then the 4, and so on. Okay, so what you have to do, you start on the start space here. Okay, you start on everybody's got a start space that they start on, and then you roll the dice. Okay, and let's say he rolled a 2. Okay, that would be good. Let's say the white rolled a 2, and you move on the white squares diagonally, so he could go 1, 2, and there you go. He's landed right next to a 1, so he's able to take that 1. He's only allowed to take the 1 at this stage because you have to find them in order. He's not allowed to flip over any other number except 1. And when he does the 1, then the next one the only one he can flip over is a 2, and so on. So he's flipping over the 1, and look at that. That's clearly the clubs, because the actual the puzzles you're making are the suits. So clubs, diamonds, spades, and hearts, perhaps. But he's flipped over the 1 that's got the clubs on it. So now for the rest of the game, he's going to be looking for the clubs. So if he moves next turn to a 2 and flips it over, but it's not a club, he has to put it back. He can now only collect clubs. And so we move to the red player, who's rolled a 5. You can move in any kind of direction you want. You just can't end up on the space you started for. But he's trying to get 1s. Okay, so he might go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. He's ended up on a 1. He flips it over. That's the picture of hearts. What am I doing here? Here it is. All right, that's hearts. So he now puts that on his number 1 space, and he knows that he can only search for the heart puzzle. And the next person rolls. Okay, that's a 4. Yeah, these chips are just in the game if you want to create some kind of betting on the game, or a pool after winning a number of games in a row. So they're not critical to playing the game. This guy's rolled a 4. He's trying to get this 1, or any 1 that he can get to. The other one here has got a hole there, so he actually can't land there yet. So he's going to try and get to this 1 by going 1, 2, 3. Oh, he's not going to get there, is he? He might go 1, 2, 3, 4 and end here. He can't flip open the 2 yet because he has to flip over a 1. Okay, and then, so flipping over the 1 basically determines what suit puzzle you're going for. So we roll again. Black player's rolled a 5. I wonder if he can get to that 1. No, well, he's got 2 holes in front of him, so he's a bit blocked. So he'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and just stay there. And then we're back to the white player. Remember, the white player has to now search for 2s. So let's say the white player rolled another. Let's see what he does roll. It's a 5. Okay, so maybe he can go 1, 2, 3. No, it doesn't look like he can get to that 2. But let's say he did roll a 2 and managed to get there. Okay, he flips it over, and that's a spade number 2. So he's collecting clubs. He can't take this, so he places that back. The red player there goes again. He's still trying to get a 2 now. He's rolled a 6. Okay, now I can show you what happens. Anytime someone rolls a 6, the floor moves. Okay, you'll see there that there's a red arrow on a white background there, and 1 also here. And sometimes they appear in these spots as well. Okay, when you roll a 6, you move the floor. So let's say this player decides to push this, and you watch how more holes open up, and you're hoping that your marker doesn't get swallowed. Okay, so it goes like that. Okay, you see how that works? Or if it was this end. Right, so thankfully nobody was standing on a trapdoor or a manhole where the floor will drop out. If you were on a spot where a hole appeared, you would just drop through to the bottom, and you'd lose that marker, and then you bring in a new marker to start again. Once you lose all 5, you're out of the game. You're considered to be jiggered. Okay, so that's a really nice little sort of a fun tension created in the game. Someone rolls a 6, and then the floor has to move. And so let's say we went like that. You saw that, how the white player lost his spot. He went through the floor. Okay, so yeah, that's quite interesting how that happened. If we just keep going like this, let's see, that's not right. That's right, there we go. We keep going like this until one person manages to fill their whole puzzle. And then once you've got your puzzle filled, you have to find your MasterCard. And then you see there's 4 M's on the board. Each one is a picture of your suit. So once you've completed your puzzle, let's say he's got the full picture of the club here, then he has to go around flipping over the M's to find the club one. So this M is the diamond, this M is the heart. Okay, where's his club? Is it down here? No, that's the spade, so it must be, where is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, oh, 1. It must be this one. Alright, so there's his club. And then he shows that, and he wins. Okay, this is cat and mouse, and trying to avoid falling through the floor type game. Okay, it can sort of drag on a little bit, because you do have 5 attempts to get it done, because with the floor moving when people rolls 6s, you're going to start dropping. But that's a really fun tension. Obviously it's a memory game, because when you do get to your next number and you flip it over and it's not your suit, the other people are looking. They get to see as well, say, okay, there's where my diamond number 3 is, so I've got to get there. So it does start to narrow the possibilities as you move on, because as you watch what other people turn up when they land on it. For example, if white landed on this 6 and flipped it over and sees it's a club, well, they want clubs. But if they landed on this 6 and it's obviously a diamond, the diamond player is saying, okay, I've got to try and remember where my 6 of diamonds is, so I don't waste time going around searching for it. So that's Jiggered. And this movable floor like that is really, really fun. I think it's a great idea. Here we go again. 1 A4 page rule book, nothing special. Here's the back of the box. And yeah, 1992. But a very, very well-made game, quite unique, and can be played solitaire, as you can imagine, quite easily. That what they tell you in the solitaire rules is players use 2 tokens and may use all 4 arrows in an attempt to complete a puzzle. When you have mastered it, try it with only 1 token. And so yeah, you can start moving around the board by yourself, rolling the dice and trying to get the things your puzzle pieces in order, while avoiding the drops going down into holes. And if you can do it with 2, then try it with 1, they say. And of course, as I said, you can add the betting element if you want with the chips. That's Jiggered. If anyone can help me, and like I said, give me an idea how I can add this to Board Game Geek, because there's no entry on Board Game Geek for Jiggered. Let me know in the comments if you can. But otherwise, here's another retro look at a board game from back from 1992. Thanks for watching.